Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Eastern Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo, and today we take on Bayer Leverkusen in an away game. This is our 7th game in the season, I believe. We've had a good start. We're not unbeaten like last year, but we've had a good start. We're in 5th. Bayer haven't started too well. They're in 14th. There's not much else going on apart from the games off screen. No new signings apart from ones that were finalised ages ago. So a couple of players that I do want to show you. But let's jump into it. So last time we kicked off the 9th season with the club, winning 3-2 in our first game against Werder Bremen. But came close to losing it though. We were 3-0 up in this game and then conceded 2, but managed to hold on and get 3 points. But few alarm bells, but we've been okay. So 5 games played off screen, and we start off with a 2-0 away win against Eintracht Frankfurt, who so far have lost all 6 of their games and sit at bottom of the table. So not a great start for them at all. We won 2-0. Despite not having as many shots, we were just much better with our finishing, and while the strikers didn't get too involved, we got a couple of good goals. In his first start for the club, Daniel Mollering opened the scoring just 5 minutes in, his first start on loan, and got the first goal, very good. And then we got a late goal as well. It was an early goal and a late goal. Shaban Kerr, 89th minute, making it 2-0. It was a comfortable win. Like I said, Frankfurt, they might have had more of the ball, but they were very wasteful and didn't really create very much. I'd say clinical. We didn't have much apart from our shots, but managed to get a 2-0 win. We defended very well. So, a good win here, away from home as well. But Frankfurt have not started well at all. They've had a dreadful start. We've got another 3-2 win. This one was away against Cologne. A good one here, I think. Again, not as many shots, although we did have the possession. But again, goals. We went behind fairly early. Fabio Henrique, the winger, scored just 8 minutes into the game to give Cologne an early lead. We equalised on 27 minutes. Shaban Kerr scoring again. He's doing well, Shaban Kerr. I think he's got 3 or 4 goals maybe, so he's doing very well. In the second half, we went behind once again as Kennedy scored for Cologne to make it 2-1. That was on 66 minutes. We're going to get back to 2-2 with Kevin Agershot scoring, and that was at 79 minutes, and that drew the scores level. And then 5 minutes after that, we got the winning goal, Kerr with his second goal of the game, 84 minutes in, giving us the third goal and the winning goal. So a good away win here. Again, we did really well. The strikers, again, are struggling to score goals. Andreev's doing well, but otherwise we are really struggling. But we've got a good win here. Our first drop points of the season came against Hamburg. 1-1 draw at home. We had more possession and more shots, but again, just not very creative. Also, Andreev had a couple of good chances to score, but he just didn't have his shooting boots on today, so he went away with nothing. Hamburg scored right at the end of the first half, 45 minutes in, and it was Ali Akman scoring for them, giving them a 1-0 lead going into half-time. We were, like I said, not on our best form in this match, but we did manage to get a point as we were awarded a penalty with VAR, and Martin Tarnat took it to score his first goal of the season, came off the bench for Andreev, who, like I said, had a bad game and just could not find his shooting boots in this one. A 1-1 draw, first drop points of the season. Hamburg are an okay team. But we could have won this one. Our first loss of the season then followed as we lost 2-1 to Schalke. I would say we were incredibly unlucky here, but they had 27 shots and we had 7, so I don't really think we deserved anything from this, but the goals we conceded were unlucky. We did get a 1-0 lead. The Daniel Mollering scored on 31 minutes, his second goal for the club, and gave us a 1-0 lead after half an hour. But we were pegged back again right at the end of the first half, and it was an own goal by Salih Karabalu. Unfortunate, not thinking he could have done about it. It could have happened to anyone. So we went in at half time at 1-1. And then in the second half, it was a mistake by Shaban Kerr. He gave the ball away, and Dean van der Vende scored from that mistake. They won possession, they attacked, and at 77th minute, they got their winning goal from van der Vende. I mean, that was an unfortunate mistake. It was a stupid mistake, but the own goal was unfortunate. We could have maybe got a point here, but yeah, it was mistakes. The thing that really took the biscuit with this was the post-match team talk. I had an individual chat with Shaban Kerr, who was at fault for the second goal, saying that your mistake cost us today and that was unacceptable. And he looked delighted. I think he needs to understand that that's not a good thing, and I think that's something that needs to be amended for the new game. I think some of the reactions to the team talks just do not fit. You wouldn't be delighted at costing the team a goal. That just would not work. I don't understand that at all. If it would say something like understanding or something like that, maybe, but not looks delighted. I wouldn't be delighted if I essentially threw away a match. Imagine Karius after the Champions League final. Karius, you made 2 big mistakes to cost us a title, and he's looking delighted, like he's really pleased with himself. That just would not happen. If it does, then I question his loyalty to the club. We did get back to winning ways in our next match and our last match off screen though. We beat Nuremberg 1-0. They went down to 10 men and then we scored immediately after that, but only the 1 goal. I would have liked a bit of a bigger win here, especially against 10 men for almost half an hour, over half an hour. So not the worst result in the world. It's a win at the very least. The red card came on 55 minutes. Diego Rodriguez got his second booking in the second half, and pretty much from that free kick, I think it was from that free kick, Andreev scored 56 minutes to give us our one and only goal. He is our top scorer at the moment with 5 goals. I think a couple of those did come in a cup game though. Kier's doing well. We're doing okay. We're in a good place, and we'll see if we can keep this up. So that's the table at the moment. We've got Bayer Leverkusen today. As you can see, we're in 5th place. Mönchengladbach unbeaten so far. There's Frankfurt with 7 defeats out of 7. So we've had a good start. We're not unbeaten, but we've had a very, very good start. Couple of bits that I missed in the transfer window, and a guy that has come in, Les Pedersen, has joined us. It's a transfer that I negotiated like over a year ago in the save, I think. It was quite a while ago. He's a Danish central midfielder. He's come to us from Silkeborg, £180,000, and is just a midfielder for the future. He's got some very good attributes though. He's fairly professional and he's promising. First touch is very good. He's got decent technique. Some physicals are okay. Teamwork's very good. He's got a good work rate. He's aggressive. So very much one for the future. We have Leonardo Pintos coming in January. Another player from Uruguay. And he is also a central midfielder. Very similar. Promising midfielder. And very similar to Pedersen, but just trying to fill out the youth a bit. And you could say that we're stockpiling players at the moment because we have a lot of players in the second team and in the under-19s. We're not really loaning any of them out, apart from like a handful, because I think they need to play and they can be useful for the first team even in a tight spot. So we do have big second team and under-19 squads. The only other thing I didn't show you was there was a few transfers for players that were in our second squad. And they're here. So René Nauber has gone to Hoffenheim for £1.5 million. He's a 17-year-old striker. And he had very good potential. He had 5-star potential. He's got some good physicals. He's got good first touch. He's gone to Hoffenheim. They were offering some money. At first it was like $300,000. And I wasn't going to accept that because I didn't think it would be worth it. So he eventually came to me saying that he wasn't happy about a move being blocked. And he negotiated the fact that he would be able to go if someone could bid £1.5 million, which Hoffenheim did. So he's gone. Milkovic has gone as well, a player that I think we signed last season. Yeah, last season from 1860 Munich. He's gone to Dresden. We made a little bit of profit on him. Didn't really live up to the potential that he had. That disappeared pretty quickly. And Milove Dabic has gone to Magdeburg, a player that I don't think was ever going to feature for me. His potential was never realised either. So that's everything to go through then. Team news. Christopher Janssen recently picked up an injury. It's blisters, so he could miss up to all week. So he's going to be unavailable today. Other than that, the team's looking strong. Now, what can we do about these 2 strikers? And I think we're going to go with Karatziotis and Tarnat today. Tarnat, I need to see more from him because looking at his attributes, he should be better than he's doing. I don't know what it is. He's got 1 goal so far, which was from the spot. He's not scored in open play. But things just aren't falling for him. I don't really understand it. He's a good player, but we just can't find a goal for him. But the defending has been pretty solid throughout. Aguilar played in the last game and did okay. That was because Devante Belskis was just a little bit tired. We could bring Belskis back in and play him as that inverted wing back, which seemed to work very well. He was getting involved in the play quite a lot. He did make some key moves, so I think we'll bring him back in, and I think that is what we will go with. The team's in good spirits at the moment. The atmosphere's good. We have no unhappy players, which is rare for me. So things are looking good. If people want contracts, I give them contracts pretty much now because we can do that, and if they don't turn out to be good, we can either offer them out when we get to the next transfer window or just let their contracts run down and not play them, because again, it's not exactly a big hole in the wage budget if people are earning 5k a week. And our wage budget is 600,000, so I don't see an issue with that. Hopefully you don't either. Let's send the team out and let's see how we do here today. Leverkusen have not started well. They are in just 14th place. Not had a great start. Right, I've gone for the prove a point team talk, and that usually results in a good result. So the team talk's gone very, very well. And the match is underway. Let's see what happens here. Away from home, so this might be a tough one, but like I said, Leverkusen haven't started very well. We need to make sure that we're having a lot of shots, like more shots than we do. Possession can be good, can be bad. One tactical change I have made is that we're playing with a lower tempo. Just because I think some of the other teams tend to have quite a high tempo, so it's trying to slow the pace down a little bit. And we've got that underlap on the left, so Belskus will hopefully be involved in some of that play going forward. Leverkusen with a corner here on 15 minutes, and I don't know what Schlosser's doing coming out for that, but Pankrasic had pretty much an open goal there. I don't know why Schossler came out for that, and if he continued to do that, then we're going to bring Marcury back in, because Schossler, while he's had some good games, I don't know what he's doing there. He was nowhere near that. Why did he do that? We're 1-0 down, 15 minutes. Let's see, we're having the possession at the moment. We've had one shot, but there's still plenty of time. Meister with a free kick now, 33 minutes. It's not headed clear very well at all. It's a wayward effort by Paulinho. Not doing too well here. Lots of possession, but we're just doing nothing with it. And a free kick again goes wide. Let's try and work the ball into the box. Right, let's try that. Now, we've got the possession. We're just not creating nearly enough. We've had one shot at goal. And at half time, we're 1-0 down. The strikers have had nothing to do. That's why the ratings are so low. We just haven't had the ball up there. I'm going to go for an aggressive team talk and do that again. Do the media team talk. How do we get more shots away? I don't want to put on shoot on sight. We could go for the early crosses. Let's go early crosses and shoot on sight, because we just need more shots. And, you know, if we're not going to score if we can't shoot. That's the aim of the game, really. Just shoot at their goal. Let's see what happens in the second half. I want to see a lot more from these guys, because this was the issue at the end of last season. We just weren't having nearly as many shots as we should be. Some games we weren't having a single shot on target. That's a foul. What can we get from this free kick? We're less than a minute in. Nothing. We've got a corner here, though, for Kier. And Riccioli won the header, but it's just over. More of that, please, though. What sort of crossing have we got? We've got low crosses. Let's go mixed. Belskus has picked up an injury. We do have Aguilar on the bench, but we need more shots than this. In fact, let's go a bit more positive. We're having the possession here. We just can't get any shots from it. Belskus is going to come off. Aguilar's going to come on. We'll make him that no-nonsense fullback. Yeah, we'll do that. Karaziotis is also going to come off. Andreev's going to come on. Mind you, they haven't had as many shots either, Leverkusen. They haven't created much at all. That's going to be a foul. And Demelt's going to be sent off. So now we're down to 10 men and we're a goal down. This has not gone well today. I've just brought on Andreev as well. I don't want to make a third change. We've still got 20 minutes left. Right, Tarnat's just going to drop a little bit deeper as that shadow striker. We're just going to go with this. And after a while, we will bring off Tarnat and get another midfielder on. But it's too early now. Right, let's make that change now. We've got 10 minutes left. So Demelt's going to come off. Sorry, Tarnat's going to come off. We'll bring on Chetin. And let's see if we can sneak a point here. Because this hasn't been a great game. I mean, neither team has really created much. So I don't feel too bad about this. But given that Leverkusen haven't been great themselves, we could have taken advantage. And we just have not been good enough. 83 minutes, it's a Gravenberg with the ball here for Leverkusen. Backwards to Retsos. Goes long, and Paulinho's got a free shot at goal there, and he puts it wide. You need to be scoring stuff like that. Into injury time. That's just gone by. This isn't good. There's a few seconds left, but we're not going to get anything from this, are we? We could do... No. Chetin's just... There's no desperation there, is there? Muller in, goes long. Andreev, no, there's not going to be time. Every time it looks like we're going to get forward, we keep losing the ball. And we've lost 1-0. 6 shots. We need more shots. And Schossler got a 6.2. I think Marcury might be coming back, you know. Oh, Belskus out for a couple of weeks as well. That's not good. This is the problems we were having towards the end of last season, is we were not getting away enough shots. Too few shots. How are we getting the ball to these strikers? Because clearly they're just not getting the service. Like, the ratings aren't good enough, but I don't think that's their fault. I think it's the players around them. Or maybe it's the roles, because we got lots of advanced forwards and poachers and deep line forwards. I think if we had something different, like a target man, then that might be a bit better, but we don't have anything like that. We had Sergio who could play at it, but that was about it. We don't have like a Trucatista or a false nine or anything like that. I'll have to have a look at this tactic. I've got an international break coming up, and there should be a good few games off screen, like another 5 games off screen. I think we will come back for either Mönchengladbach or Dortmund. So it'll be one of those two. So we'll have almost 2 months in game to get through this, because we've got an international break there, and there's another one in November as well. So there'll be 2 international breaks off camera. So plenty of time to think about what needs changing in this tactic, because at the moment we've got clean slate. So it's just like we're just playing whatever we think is right. We did have wing play originally, so we could go back to that. Obviously, this doesn't work. I mean, we've had a good start, but when you've got games like this, which I don't know if we probably weren't favourites for this, but games like this, we just need to be having more shots. Is the end of it really? That just we need to do that. But when we come back, it will be either Mönchengladbach or Dortmund. Anyway, that is going to do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. Mönchengladbach or Dortmund next time. Mönchengladbach are unbeaten so far, I think, so that could be fun. Dortmund again, we don't play those very often. I think I did last season. Let's see if we can improve things, and let's try and get some more shots away, because that's the problem with this team at the moment, is lack of shots. So I've got a bit of playing around to do. For now, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.